Life is all about the satisfaction you get out of each day. Bringing this satisfaction to you every day, anywhere, anytime is the reason why we exist. To us, there is no limit to enjoying the best of every day, morning, afternoon, and night. We're right there with you, giving you the superior taste of satisfaction in different forms that spark up the groove in you. January. It's a club night. The DJ was jamming tight beats back to back. Classy people, colorfully dressed, were miling all around, exchanging banters, but there was still something dull about the night. No one could figure it out, but we all knew the night was not complete. While wondering, something happened, and like a wild fountain, the party busted to life. It was Chelsea London Dry Gin in the house. After that day, I became the master of every chill out. It is all in my spirit, our spirit of Nigeria. Big up Chelsea London Dry Gin. February. What a rough day it was. Everything worked as if a special string had been tied to stop the day from being a special one. Later on, a couple of my friends came around for a few drinks at our neighborhood bar. A friend tossed a bottle of Action Bitters into my hands the moment I got off the call with my fiancée, who was on our way. He winked and wished me a great night.
I've been really trying, baby. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
March. I had just returned from my master's degree abroad at 25 when I was chosen to ascend the throne of my forefathers. On the day of coronation, I gladly presented a bottle of a foreign gin for the rites to begin. I noticed the chiefs exchanged a worried look. Apparently, I had done something close to an abomination. Seeing what had happened, my father's most trusted chief quickly swapped the drink with a bottle of Eagle's aromatic schnapps. That move saved the day. The worried kingmakers nodded their heads in approval, changing their countenance to smiles and then admiration. Thereafter, the coronation kicked off excitingly. After the coronation, I learned something big. Respecting tradition is the key to great ceremonies. April. The elders were seated in a semicircle, and I was sitting alone right opposite them, cracking my knuckles and avoiding eye contact with them. Never been this nervous in my entire life. Imagine going to ask for the hand of your daughter without a family member. City life has indeed killed our tradition. I could imagine them thinking until I opened my bag and brought out a bottle of Commodore original aromatic schnapps. Their frowned faces changed into the widest grin I had ever seen, and I was immediately welcomed in the warmest way any intending in-law could ever get. Like a Commodore, I requested for and got all I wanted. All it took was Commodore aromatic schnapps. May. Mark had bragged about beating me on the snooker board. I once had the opportunity of watching his game and knew he was no match for me. He had even gone ahead to place a bet. As the game began, he was putting the balls in quick succession. I was as calm as I could be, sipping slowly on my Rock Cafe liquor, but shaking. When it seemed he had run out of steam, I took the cue stick and potted all my remaining 5 balls in 3 shots. It appeared impossible, but he dared me, and I taught him a lesson: never to dare a man on the rock. June.
It was an unusually quiet day at the beach. I had expected that all my friends would turn out for the picnic. The music wasn't great, neither were the jokes my friends were making. I wished there was a superstar in our midst to make things happen. I sipped my teas non-stop to kill boredom. Suddenly, I climbed to the stage and snatched the mic. Bright lights started shining on me. People were chanting my name. The crowd grew bigger and bigger as I started my performance. For a moment, I thought I was standing in front of everyone in the city. I even spotted my mom dancing and cheering amongst the crowd. As I was leaving the stage, half of the people at the beach had come for my autographs. I was the hottest babe in the world. Everyone wanted to taste it. I was still signing away when I heard a familiar voice. And
You know what? It was one of the hostesses that came to replace her can of teasers. All that had happened was her imagination fired up by teasers.
Rising up inside, I can feel the waves of your heart rushing over.
July. We've heard about them severally, how they are loaded with fresh juices from nature, how they nourish and revitalize people, how they make things happen at parties, how they made every moment of life a celebration. The list goes on about their exploits. So on this day, we had run out of drinks at a friendly get-together when they appeared, fresh and juicy as always, bliss in a bottle. There was something for every taste bud: red grape, white grape, peach flavors. Wondering what I'm talking about? The letter, pure bliss. We had so much fun relishing on a healthy and refreshing drink that's good for everyone, every time. August. I came in my latest sports car, wearing a solid gold wristwatch and classy eyeglasses. I was the most stylish and classy, but I couldn't get the ladies' attention. I was all alone. But I noticed 2 women discussing and giggling by the corner of the bar and pointing at a direction. They always looked away whenever it seemed who they were gossiping about looked their way. Curiosity got the better part of me, and I decided to see what it was all about. And there he was, a very simple guy in the simplest outfit. I couldn't beat him to it that day, but I got his secret. Bull. September. I was to direct a music video shoot, so my location manager chose one of the beaches in town. The girls came looking like Brazilian models. We started the shoot, but then something else happened. This crazy crew joined us and turned the shoot into a bikini carnival, and they came with their Samba coconut liquor in ice buckets. Picture perfect. I ended up shooting a different story, the story of Samba. The video is trending all over the social media and is the buzz on. October. The club was full. The music was banging. Everyone threw the steps they saw on TV. I sat down, watching and sipping on my squadron on the rocks. Just then, the DJ changed the music and I hit the dance floor, determined not to do the dance steps I see on TV. Before I knew it, I was in the middle of 12 other people, digging to the beat and copying my style. It looked so good, like we had practiced before hitting the club. Indeed, there can't be fun without the personal revolution. November. I wonder if Jerry will ever trust me around his wife. I had visited and called out to someone to get me a drink. Then this dashing damsel steps out with a chilled Finlay's tonic wine. I could have sworn she was in her early 20s. I didn't waste time in telling Emma that I also wanted a girl like that one that just served us. Jerry looked at me and looked away and looked at me again, but this time more suspiciously. He then called the lady and introduced her to me as his wife, the mother of their 2 kids. Embarrassed as I was, I now know what their secret to an all-round healthy life is. Finlay's tonic wine. Needless to say that I now drink it with my friends. December.
Yeah, it's a season of joy, so let's rejoice. See, it's a wonderful season. See, call the word, let's share some love. Go around and let's spread the word. Call any order, see them as your brother. Eat a champelera, make them start to the order. This is the season, we need to flex harder. You can wear anything, whether suit or agbada. Now once in a year, you know get another. That is more reason we need to love one another.
What's life if we can't enjoy its superior taste every day? Every moment counts. Don't be left out.
You can be shot to the poor beggars or the leper. Oh yeah, where them day, oh yeah, make them gather. Enjoy yourself, mother, sister, children, father. Come there, see the atmosphere is full of wonder. It's a brand new season. My heart is full of joy. So make me rejoice, they happy, they go happy, they blessed, they go. We no go rest, it's a brand new season. My heart is full of joy. So make me rejoice, they happy, they go happy, they blessed, they go. We no go rest, yo.